introduce our featured guests.
Hello everyone, please forgive me if I make any mistakes. The anticipation of figuring out if our minister was going to change or not made me drink a couple more drinks than I normally do. But I'm glad to be here, and it's a pleasure to see many familiar faces and some new faces. So first of all, congratulations, Michelle. I think I lost you. Congratulations as you complete your term as the chair of ULI Toronto. I know it was an especially big year with what we had in Toronto, with 5,000 persons attending the North American Spring Meeting that we hosted here in Toronto. And a big congratulations to Salima, Tobias, and Kirsty for their leadership appointments. As introduced, my name is Larjani. I am the president of Spotlight Development. I am pleased to join SVN, Erden Bearless, and Strategy Corp as sponsors for this evening. Spotlight is invested in being part of the solution to the housing crisis and creating different partnership models that address the need for large-scale affordability in our province. Our non-for-profit coalition, the largest of its kind in the province, I like to say in the country, will deliver 70% affordability, representing 10,000 units. Events like tonight are critical, as everyone in this room is dedicated to tackling the housing supply challenge. The work the province has done so far on this issue has been important. We all know there is still a long way to go. I'm looking forward to hearing about new opportunities and the ways that we can work together to build this country and create more affordable housing. And I'm just going to figure out where I was because there's a change here. So it says attendees will notice. I think everybody has already noticed that Minister Calandra is not here, but we're glad to have you here. But what hasn't changed is that Tim Coldwell will still be interviewing you. So I'm going to start with introducing Tim Coldwell. Tim Coldwell is a husband, dad, and a Mohawk entrepreneur on a mission to deliver shared value on the projects Canadians need the most. Tim has been recognized as a Canadian Entrepreneur of the Year, as well as Canada's Top 40 Under 40. He's also an alumnus of the Governor General's Canadian Leadership Conference and the past president of the largest B Corp certified general contractor in the world. That was a lot, so good for you. And I'm still not done. Tim Coldwell is an example of what is possible when you give someone in need an opportunity. In Tim's case, 2 opportunities changed his life. The first was a scholarship from the Mohawks of the Bay of Quinte to study engineering. And the second was a project coordinator job that he got from the contractor that gave him an opportunity when he needed it the most. Tim got his degree and became the president of that organization, and I think that deserves for industry transformation. Tim was the founding chair of Integrated Project Delivery Alliance, an organization that trains industry on effective project delivery. He is the past board member of the Center of Innovation, an organization comprised of people who have transformed design and construction globally. Tim was the co-chair of CAMA's Sunrise Challenge and has served on campaign cabinets for the United Way. Now, standing in for Minister Calandra is a familiar face to the ULI, although your bio is not so familiar to me when I'm reading it, so please forgive me. Matthew grew up on his family's dairy farm just north of Harrison. From a young age, he was instilled with a strong work ethic and importance of service to one's family, community, and country. He is a graduate of the University of Guelph and the Diplomatic Academy of Vienna. Prior to being elected in June 2022, he worked for an education non-for-profit focused on science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and entrepreneurship. As a first-time homeowner in Mitchell, Matthew is well-equipped with, Matthew is well-equipped with a perspective and first-hand experience navigating the housing market. to support those across the province through his work as a Parliamentary Assistant to Ontario's Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. Prior to being a Parliamentary Assistant to Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, he was a Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Education. He is also Vice Chair of Standing Committee on Procedure and House Affairs. Outside of work and volunteering in the community, he enjoys spending time in the great outdoors, whether it's hiking, skiing, or camping. It is my pleasure to hand it over to Tim now. Matt.